Hey guys, so several things before I actually get to the point of this video. First, my mouth is blue and I don't know if that will be noticeable in this video, but I'm going to put it out there in case it is. Secondly, my camera refuses to stand up for some reason. Like, it falls over on me all the time, but today it's absolutely refusing to stay standing, so it's currently leaning against something. And so I apologize if this video is crooked and it might actually be blocking the lens slightly. But I'm trying because it would not stand up and I don't know why. But anyway, on to the point of this video. This is going to be a Top 10 Tuesday video that is a meme created by The Broke and the Bookish. I'll have a link to their blog in the description. Basically, I'm going through all of the old themes both on my blog and here on this channel whenever I feel like it, and this theme is your top 10 favorite book covers. I do notice book covers and they can influence whether I really want to read a book or something, but I don't pay that much attention to book covers. So I didn't really have 10 that I immediately thought of, but I stuck to books that I own, and it was just kind of me going through all of my books, and my books aren't really organized, so it was kind of difficult. So it's completely possible that I have books with covers that I like a lot more than these, but these were just the ones that I could find. And there was one book that I actually couldn't find that I wanted to talk about. But here are the 10 books that I came up. Actually quite a few books here that I actually feel like I include in these lists a lot, but we're going to start with the most obvious one, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. I could include the entire Harry Potter series on this list. I could include every single cover that I've ever seen of the Harry Potter books because I love them all. I only own these covers, the American original covers. They're releasing new covers now, and I just heard today that the Deathly Hallows new paperback cover is going to be revealed on July 31st, Harry's birthday, which I love that they're doing it on that day. But I don't own any of those. It's actually really weird because I keep thinking I want them. They're so pretty and everything, and I love them. But I keep thinking I already have one copy of the Harry Potter books. I don't need another. But the thing is, I own 2 copies of Twilight and 2 copies of New Moon, and only 1 copy of all the Harry Potter books, which is ridiculous because compared my love for Harry Potter compared to my Twilight's okay, but I don't love it, and I love Harry Potter and I only own 1 copy, and my copies are really old and getting kind of torn up, so it would make sense to buy new copies, and I'm just kind of justifying buying the new covers to myself. Plus the paperback would be so much easier to carry around than this, so I should probably try and save money to buy those books. But this has been a rant. But I remember when this cover came out and everyone obsessing over it and trying to figure it out, because obviously the back too, it wraps around, and then you have Voldemort, and Voldemort looks so creepy here. And I just remember when this came out and we were speculating about it because we didn't know what this was, and now that the book's out, we know that this is right when Voldemort dies and Harry's reaching for the Elder Wand and he has the moleskin pouch on. And just, this is the Great Hall. This is literally the second that Voldemort is getting ready to die, and I just love this cover. I love the entire Harry Potter series covers, the American covers, the British covers, all of the covers I've pretty much ever seen I've loved, but I think this is my ultimate favorite just because I love that they chose this scene to be the cover. And I've ranted about Harry Potter enough, but what else is... This next one actually surprised me because I did not think I would be choosing this one, but I was looking for books and it stood out to me, and it's The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner by Stephanie Meyer. This is a novella that goes along with the Twilight series, and money from it was donated to the American Red Cross, but I really like the simplicity of the Twilight covers. They don't necessarily stand out to you, but they're simple. But I really like this one because, as you can tell from the title, The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner, and then you have, I don't know what this is called, a sand clock thing, and it's running out, as you can see, because her second life is going to be short, and red for blood. I'm really bad at describing this, but I just I really kind of like the symbolism to that, and I just like how simple it is. Like, it looks like the rest of the Twilight covers, of course. And another book that ends up on like all of these lists, Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I really like it. The cover looks like old-timey, and like once you find out the book takes place during World War II, and this photograph just kind of strikes me as a World War II kind of photograph, and I don't even know if that makes sense, and I'm probably just saying that because it's on a book about World War II. But I really like the design of this cover, and it kind of carries over into the back, but I just really like it. I don't really have a reason. The next book is the one that I couldn't find. I wanted Specials by Scott Westerfeld, and I found extras. This is the 4th book in the series. I wanted the 3rd book in the series. I actually like all of the books. These are the other books on the back from the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and then a like companion book on it. And I chose Specials. Like, I wanted to find Specials. I found this one and I found Uglies. I couldn't find Pretties or Specials because this entire series, this 4th book has a different main character, and you can see she's on the cover. The first 3 books have the same main character, and the cover is supposed to be her each time, and in Pretty she's with Zane on the cover. But they go through surgeries, to like cosmetic surgery, to change how they look. They go from ugly to pretty and all of that. And Specials, she has like tattoos on her face, and that's why I wanted that one, because I really like it. I like the entire series as a whole because you kind of see her transition. Like, she becomes an entire, I don't even think that this is the same model being her on the covers. But it doesn't really matter because they change her look so much, you know, and I kind of like that. I kind of like seeing that on the cover. I don't typically like having people on the cover of books, but in this case I really like it, so I wanted to include that one. But I don't know where Specials is, so here I'm showing you extras and stuff. I actually just thought about this and I wanted to talk about it, but they actually changed the covers of these books too. I don't even know if you can get these covers anymore now that I think about it. This is Uglies. This is the first in the series with the new covers. Talking about not having multiple copies of Harry Potter, I have 2 copies of Uglies because it's signed and I just bent the freaking page. But it's signed, and so I got this, and I could have gotten all of them signed, but I only bought the first one. But I really like these new covers too, and what I love about this is like their nails are like colored, but not only that, they're different. The nails and the knife are like different, and I don't think you can see it, but they're like metallic-y, and the rest of the cover isn't. And I find that really cool, and it has the name of the entire series, but then Uglies is colored so it stands out more. And I really, really like it, and you can see the face because obviously they're all like really focused on like the cosmetic surgery aspect too, all the new covers, and I just thought about how much I like these, so this is included in this. These aren't like separate. We're just including this entire series, old and new covers, because I can, and this is becoming a really rambly video. My next 2 books are also books that are on here a lot, and the first would be The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. This is I apparently really like simple covers. Like I said, I don't really like having people on the cover the majority of the time. There are exceptions. But I really, really love this. I don't know what to say about it. There's not really much to say about it, but I just really love how it's like, I don't know. I like the writing aspect. It looks like it's chalk. I think they're changing the cover of this book too. They changed like the cover of a lot of his older books. But, so I don't know what it looks like now, like what's in stores. Because I don't know if the new cover's been released. I need to stop rambling. But the other John Green book that I also like include all of the time, it's not just John Green, Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. Again, really simple cover. It's just like lights, and I don't know why. It goes on to the back too, like with them and the spine and all of that. I just really like it, and I don't know why. I have no clue, but this cover has always really stood out to me, and I remember being like really intrigued by it because if you pay close attention, there's like not a stage, but like the stage would be down here, but it's like stage lights, and you can see like at the top of the stage here because there's a musical in here if you read it. So like at first it looks like it's just like colorful lights kind of, but then when you pay attention, you can see the like metal bars that over the stage. I hope you know what I'm talking about, but you have to like pay attention to see it, and it took me forever to even notice that that was there. And for some reason I have just always been obsessed with this cover, and I really don't know why. Those were all books that I've read. I have 4 books here that I haven't read, but I pulled out of my to read stack to show you the covers. The first one is Red Riding Hood by, okay, where is the author? Red Riding Hood, and I have to look at, by Sarah Blakely Cartwright, and based on a screenplay written by David Leslie Johnson. So they don't have the author's full name on the cover, and I don't really know why. But this is like based on the movie that came out. Catherine Hardwicke, who writes the introduction to this book, directed the movie with Amanda Seyfried and all of that, and I think my camera's being blocked, but I'm not really sure. I wish it would stand up. I'm in a really weird mood, and I need to stop rambling. I like how this has the flaps. It's like paperback, but it has the flaps, and then it has this on the inside. But like it all wraps around, and there's like drops of blood, and you have her and then the wolf, and I just really like the cover of this book. And all of these books that I pulled out are books that I wanted to read really badly for a really long time. Next book is Matched by Ali Condi, and I've seen the entire series of these, and you can see the girl in the bubble. This is one of the exceptions to having people on the cover. And then like the second book, I think it like cracks a bit, and then like the last book, I know she's like, it's completely like cracked open like an egg kind of, and she's like standing, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but the point is she like comes out of this bubble over the course of the series, and it's another one like the Ugly series. I really like that progression like throughout the covers. So you start out with this where she's like trapped in the bubble thing, and then she comes out of it. And I love like the premise to this book. Sounds so intriguing to me, and I've heard mixed things about this series, but I really want to read this. The next book is Wicked: The Life and Times of the Wicked Witch of the West by Gregory Maguire. I'm obsessed with this musical. My sister got to see it on Broadway, and I'm so incredibly jealous because I've never actually like gotten to see the musical. But I just really love this cover, and I mean it's basically the Broadway musical poster. Like it's not exactly the same thing, but pretty similar, I think. And the eye has the witch on the eye, and Elphaba, not like just the witch, but I just really like this. And the pages are green, not the actual pages, but the edges of the pages are green. And yeah, I have nothing to say about this, but I just really like it. This book is The Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson, and again, there are people on this. This is about Jack the Ripper. I bought this like primarily because I follow Maureen on Twitter, and I haven't read any of her stuff yet, and I really, really want to, and I hadn't gotten any of her books, and then there was the opportunity to buy this signed, and so I immediately was like, okay, I need to read one of her books, and I got it, and I still haven't read it, but I really like this cover. It's really kind of like fancy, and it goes into the back like with all of the fog, and you can kind of see like London in the background, and I just think it's a really pretty cover, especially with like these fancy things on the sides, and those go over into the inside flaps, and it's just a really pretty book. And that's my last one. So now I have to go stick those back in the to read stack, and since that fell over when I pulled them out, that'll be fun. But I will see you guys later. Bye.